Hey guys, Omni here. It is finally time for us to dive into Marvel Studios' What If. I was already excited for this beforehand when they announced this as a little fun little treat to dive into these various like what if scenarios within the Marvel universe. And that excitement just multiplied after the end of Loki and with the confirmation that not only are we having these what if scenarios, but these what if scenarios are indicative of a lot of the different multiverses that were created at the end of Loki. So in essence, these are canon MCU stories. And who knows, with everything going the way it is, with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness down the road, we might even see some of these faces again in live action. Who knows? So I'm really excited to see where this goes. I was going to be checking this out regardless because I like these types of scenarios. Now, these are just like 30-minute long little episodes, about the length of like your standard Clone Wars episode or the earlier first couple episodes of WandaVision. So it's not going to be like huge sweeping stories. It's just kind of like some fun stuff to dive into. Now, there was one thing that just kind of off the top that I did hear, that this was originally supposed to be 10 episodes for the first season, 10 episodes for the season 2. But with everything going on in the world right now, they were not able to complete episode 10 by their time frame, so it got pushed off. So season 1, from what I've heard, unless that has been confirmed or that's just a rumor or whatever, is supposed to be only 9 episodes, but I guess we'll find out. But the first episode we're gonna be diving into is what if Captain Carter were the first Avenger. So we've seen a lot of this in the trailers, a lot of this in the marketing, obviously, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that whole thing spans out. I'm curious what all the stories that we're going to get throughout. We got some teases for a couple. I'm really curious about how that Marvel Zombies one's going to unfurl, considering how I don't think the MCU will go that dark as the comic line actually does. So I'll be curious to see how they play with that. But just like with all the other shows that we've been covering here on the channel this year, all the Disney Plus stuff that's been just oozing out of the ether in this the year of 2021, we will have full-length, unedited reactions for this over on Patreon. It's a watch-along format, or if you become a member here on the channel, gets you access to that as well. All the MCU shows that have come out this year, I've got over there for full-length reactions, as well as all the other shows we've been covering this year as well, DC side of things. Got a couple movies. So if you're interested, it helps support the channel, and you can see all the stuff that I cut off and didn't make it into the highlight reel for YouTube. But guys, that all down and out of the way, let's dive into the multiverse. Oh, the Watcher.
Space. Reality. It's more than a linear path. It's a prism of endless possibility, where a single choice can branch out into infinite realities.
Damn, look at all those shards, man.
Creating alternate worlds from the ones you know. I am the Watcher. I am your guide through these vast new realities.
New realities.
And ponder the question, what if?
Ooh.
At humanity's darkest hour, a skinny kid from Brooklyn became Captain America. But in another universe, a single choice created a whole new hero.
All this to be a soldier.
Agent Carter, wouldn't you be more comfortable in the booth?
No, I'd prefer to stay.
There. That's the moment that created a new universe.
The serum will cause immediate cellular change. Will be saturated with vital rays.
Not Tommy Lee.
Power levels are dropping. We either do this now or we lose the project.
Rogers, get in there!
He can't!
Stark, you go in!
What? Are you crazy? Push the buttons.
Howard, get ready.
Agent Carter.
What are you doing?
This is our only chance. Now!
Stark, don't do this.
Did it work?
And then some. You won't be needing those hills anymore.
Wow.
I'd call this an absolute success.
What an absolute failure. $60 million and all the hope in the world. I was promised an army. I was promised peace and salvation. Instead, I get a girl. Someday your blood might tell us how to make a real super soldier.
Oh, fuck off.
Women aren't soldiers, and they sure as hell don't fight on the front lines. They might break a nail.
Break your face.
Nice left hook.
Not according to Colonel Flynn, that weapons grade moron. If only I was allowed to do that.
Holy shit.
It could be worse. Flynn could stick you on one of those USO tours. Wear a crazy costume, being told to smile 10 times a day.
He wouldn't. He couldn't. Could he?
Did to Steve.
I'm sorry. You were meant to be the one to end the war.
Now you will. And don't worry about me. I never was much of a dancer anyway.
Maybe you haven't found the right partner.
What you seek is just a legend. Then why do you try so hard to hide it?
It's called the Tesseract.
That thing must be halfway to Berlin by now. I'm not risking one man, never mind a platoon, over a glorified battery.
The greatest minds alive
And Stark is one of them.
This doesn't concern you. You're lucky to be in the room.
Colonel, the greatest minds alive can't fathom the extent of this battery's power.
Good. Who knows? Maybe the war will be over before Hydra figures out how to turn the damn thing on.
I don't remember this guy from the movie, but fucking he's pissing me off.
What's this?
It was supposed to be your USO Let's Go Sell Some War Bonds costume, but I made a few upgrades.
Your covert skills need work.
Then this is gonna be awkward.
I really like the art direction, man. Especially for like the backgrounds. Like look at that shot, like the painted quality of it. Dude, hell yeah.
That was brilliant! Let's give it another go.
She's like, this is fun. Oh.
Are you seeing this?
God damn. Oh, right into the fire.
I'm usually a bit more covert.
They're dead. Ah, they're Nazis. It's fine. Oh.
Allies must be desperate, sending in a fragile Fraulein to fight for them.
Fragile, did you fucking see what she did, you dumbass? Oh, Zola.
Oh, I know exactly what to do with this.
Aw.
Ready to join the war effort, Steve?
This is nice. Do you mind if I have a go?
Since today, understood.
Are you the 107th? I'm here for Sergeant Barnes.
No one else though. Everybody else has to stay here.
Steve Rogers sent me.
Rogers, inbound.
Steve?
Rogers.
Woo, dude.
Now you owe me one.
Jeez. Man.
Maybe some new dancing shoes.
Well, then we better start dancing.
God damn, man. This is so good. The action is solid.
Well, we're all very proud, especially me, Mr. President. I've always
Oh,
said
piss
this thing
off.
is a real knockout. Yes, sir. I told Stark to build it myself.
It's like Stargirl and Stripe almost. Oh man, he was so close to that propeller. mean, dead either way, but... Oh. Jesus! My God, dude.
I'm still that skinny kid from Brooklyn. Now just in a big metal suit.
You're more than the suit. The suit is nothing without the man inside. You're my hero, Steve. I mean, you're a hero.
You're my hero, too.
Now crush his pelvis.
Woo, thanks. You almost ripped my arm off.
Lol.
Rogers,
Oh, fuck.
Peggy, go! Get out of...
And then Steve becomes the winter shrimp. God, that guy's insides are fucking mush. Oh. What the fuck?
what the bloody hell?
Monsters? No one prepared me for actual monsters.
I have summoned the champion of...
Okay.
Stark was right. Indestructible.
Steve!
Oh, he's alive.
Come on, you gotta get me in the suit. The generator should give the suit enough power.
Yeah, but for how long?
Long enough.
If I can get to the controls, I might be able to transpose the ingress and do sign stuff.
You mean transpose the polarity and reverse the suction?
Hey, being the genius is my thing. Show off. Come on, speak to me, baby.
Now she's Wonder Woman.
Steve?
Did you miss me?
I can't close it. This thing is holding it open.
And I'll push it back to hell.
Peggy! No, no, no! Peggy, no!
I have to. I can end this.
You owe me a dance lesson.
Yes. Saturday night.
Oh my God. Well, if Steve not eviscerate, okay. I was like, that explosion should have disintegrated Steve, but whatever. And she wasn't frozen. She got sucked to fucking hell world or wherever the hell that came from. Oh, well, hell.
Ma'am, please.
Oh,
put down
wow.
the sword.
Damn. She'd been fighting in there for like
Where's Steve Rogers?
ever.
The war ended almost 70 years ago.
Time moved slow where she was because she didn't age.
You going to be okay?
Of course. We won the war.
Her one choice gave birth to a whole new history. These are my stories. I observe all that transpires here, but I do not, cannot, will not interfere. For I am the Watcher.
Damn, that was a good little intro. That was a good episode. I really like the style. Like I said, like even here, like the credits, like going through all the backgrounds, like I like how everything kind of has like this hand painted concept art kind of feel to it. And then everything else is just kind of animated over top of it. The action was like intense. It didn't stay away from being dark. you know, just like it was, it took itself seriously. I mean, we had deaths, we had plenty of violence, we had fucking Nazis, we had all kinds of shit, dude. I loved it. This is really strong. And it had the quips, it had the jokes, for sure. And they didn't devalue Steve. I like how they kept Steve intact too. Like, even though he didn't become the super soldier, he still never lost faith in himself or his morals or anything like that. And they gave him something to do. And I do believe, like, of course, given Peggy's tenacity, that had she got it, like, they could have made some different strides and strategic moves and get the Tesseract before they did, or get that from them. And then they got him his own little Iron Man suit, you know, the Hydra Stomper, as they called him. Then but then he got captured, you know, in the way he would, you know, going ahead. I liked it, man. I like this whole thing. I feel like everything transpired the way it would. And it was just really inventive. I like this twist on the history that it took. Though the only thing that catches me is Steve was frozen, so that preserved him, because we saw, like, when he went off at the end of Endgame and, like, lived that life again, went back and went through those years again, however long that was, he aged that time still, just slowly, sure, but he aged. And in the comics, he does age, but just slower. It was the ice that really kind of slowed things down. So I'm wondering if, like, and, you know, it could be true, like, in different spatial realities, places where gravity is different, time is affected. So who knows, wherever that Cthulhu monster came from, wherever that was, time might just run slower there, causing her not to age while time passes normally where we are. So when they reopen that portal, of course, she's been fighting this thing that whole time, which is badass to begin with, but it seems like not much time has really passed for her, which sucks. I mean, they're just the same as Steve. I mean, when he wakes up, he's not aware that time went away from him, but, like, it's kind of the same effect. Hawkeye Fury there. Yeah, and that was a good first episode. It felt way longer than it was, because, like, it was nonstop moving throughout from the beginning, from the get-go. And I get that. Like, it's just kind of like a greatest hits of moments in these timelines. The moments of impact, greatest impact to the timeline, I think, is kind of what we're seeing. So it always felt like something was moving, and it just kept you sucked in and engaged the entire way through. I was like, I really liked it. It definitely has me excited for what the other episodes are going to be like, and what all they're going to kind of entail, how far they'll dive into certain aspects. And I'm still really curious to hear what more the Watcher has to say about what he's observing. Obviously, he can't interfere. It's his thing. But he does say these new realities. So he's been there, but these are things that now he has to observe. And he's just been observing what had came before, what has been, and now he's got some new episodes, some new shows to watch, just like the rest of us. So I'm curious to see how he kind of expands on what we know of the multiverse and the state of the multiversal MCU up to this point and going forward. Anyway, that's pretty much my thoughts on this episode, man. I don't know what else to say. So sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video, or you can join the Discord and we can carry on that conversation there. Follow me on all my socials. If you want the full-length, unedited reaction, it's over on Patreon, or if you become a member here on the channel. Huge shout out to our channel legends, Mandy Scher, Ryan, Karen, Jason Coleman, and Philly Vane. Thank you guys so much for your support. But guys, this has been our first What If, and I can't wait to dive into more. And I will catch you guys next week with the next episode of Marvel Studios' What If. Take care, everybody.